Biggest show truck build of 2020. Biggest customer. Back up. Go ahead. No, not you back up. I meant, okay. Ready? Biggest customer show truck build of 2024. Do you love it or you hate it? Let's find out. You know how Krietz Customs does it. You guys have seen all of our dualies all over our social media pages, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Krietz Customs actually built this one beforehand. The customer saw it, loved it, wanted to buy it, but he put his own spin on the upgrades that we did to the 3500. This is a 2024 GMC Denali, and we're gonna check out what we did. Well, what we did with the customer. I actually helped him. His name is John. He's out in New Jersey, and this truck is actually getting delivered today. So unfortunately, you can't purchase this truck, but you can definitely look at it in this video. Starting off with the suspension kit, we originally had a 3-inch on it, but the customer wanted to upgrade it and wanted to go big or go home, so we did the McGaughys 7 to 9-inch suspension kit. You guys can see all suspension components are powder coated that gloss white, and then we took the plates off and we did it in the black, just so it kind of flows very nicely with the wheel package and with the outer portion of the paint match that we did on the 3500. So it ties in super nice with this dually. Now the McGaughys Suspension is a great company to go with if you're looking at doing those higher suspensions. So like I said previously, this is a 7 to 9-inch McGaughys full suspension. This is going to be an adjustable one. So if you are looking at doing a suspension kit, adjustable means that the torsion keys can either go up to a 9-inch or it can sit comfortably at that 7.5 to 8-inch mark. So right now this vehicle is set at its lowest setting, so that way it gives you that more comfortable ride. The higher you crank the torsion bar keys, the stiffer of a ride that you're going to get. Now with the reservoirs that you have on here, they are also adjustable for ride quality. Super easy to adjust. You guys can see they have the pin here on the outside that is that you can turn to either have more of a stiffer ride or more of a comfortable ride, depending upon what you're using the truck for towing, off-road purposes, or even just for daily driving. So it's a great suspension to use. Like I said before, it's got the kicker bars, it's got the traction bars here on the back. Traction bars are super important with dualies, especially if you are looking at towing with the dualies. Your traction bars are gonna help the floating feeling that you're feeling in the rear if you're at higher speeds on the interstate and you have a load in the back. So also keep that in mind if you are upgrading the suspension. Make sure you're using the traction bars if you're using it for towing purposes. You also have your upgraded control arms here. The McGaughys kit come with a lot of upgrades, and we essentially did all of the upgrades that came with this kit. So we have the upgraded control arms, you have your upgraded tie rods, you have your upgraded traction bars here in the rear. So as much as we did to this vehicle, this ride is going to be super comfortable for John. I keep saying the customer like we don't know who it is. It's John. John knows I'm doing this video, and he's super excited to see it on YouTube. So hi, John in New Jersey. I hope you love this truck as much as I do. But like I said, McGaughys is a great company to work with, super comfortable on the road. And then obviously with your wheel and tire package, all in all, with this truck, drives so well, no vibrations, no nothing. It's just like riding in a Cadillac, but in off-road style. Now coming down to the wheel and tire package, this is a custom powder coated wheel. So this is the JTX Bandit. It's a 26x14 super single on the front of this dually. And then it has the gloss black lip and the middle barrel portion. Now if you see the face, it's that gloss white. So it gives that perfect appearance with the body of the vehicle as well as the suspension in that black and white. It has the JTX on the outside portion of the lip. Now this is a fully customizable wheel, as this customer did with the gloss black and the gloss white. You can actually do different thing on the outside where it says JTX Forge. You can put whatever you want. You can see this customer did his business logo here on the floating center cap. So this center cap actually spins. Now when you're driving, this floating center cap actually stays just like this when driving. So you can see this business logo on the road. Anybody can look at it and still see that it says the Green Star Energy, which is super cool. The tire here is a 37 1350 26 Fury MT2. This is a great tire if you're doing any type of bigger show truck builds, like this one here specifically, because they have those weird sizings for a 26, 28, or 30-inch tire. They're great on the road, they're quiet for a mud tire, and they ride really nicely. And then, like I said before in other videos, JTX Butter Super, why do I keep saying butter? They balance super well and they drive comfortably on the road, so you're not gonna have to forego any type of ride quality with this wheel and tire package. Now with the super single in the front in a 26x14, it does have that high negative offset in the, it's like negative 72 or 74 offset. So there is some trimming that has to be done. Now on the 7 to 9 inch suspension kit, there's not too much trimming that has to be done just because we did go with that larger suspension. So you guys can see here in the back, the mud flap does have to be taken out. The felt liners do have to be trimmed about 3 to 4 inches from the bottom up. And then you guys can see on the front bumper, you guys can check out that there is a slight angle that is cut out. So we do trim it, take it back over to our paint team, and then paint over it just to make sure it is a smooth application and it's super clean here in the front end. You know we have to keep the rear of the vehicle looking good just as it does in the front because you know the rear matters too. So you guys can see on the tailgate here, the emblems are color matched with the gloss black on the outside and the gloss white on the inside, and you have your Denali here. Your bumper is also fully painted with all of the step pads painted as well, and then your emblems are also that black. You guys can see that we also took the taillights out and completely smoked them out, as well as the third brake light here on the top of the vehicle. You guys can see that the customer also added a bed cover, so this is an MX4 bed cover. They are super easy to use. All you have to do is just pull the strap down and keep flipping until your desired length of the bed. A lot of people use the backflip MX4 bed cover as well, just because it does give you access to the full bed rather than just flipping back until the last panel. So like I said, a full bed is accessible with this type of bed cover. So that's pretty much sums up the outside of it. The customer did want to add a little bit of a twist to it, so he added some lighting. Let me go ahead and turn on the wheel rings. So the wheel rings all have a quad row lighting all the way around on each wheel. Definitely lights up the whole underside of the vehicle, especially in the wheel wells. That's pretty much what it's made for. These are super clean, they are super bright, but the customer didn't want to stop there. So we went ahead and added, which I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see outside. We'll probably do some B-roll so you guys can see it in the dark in one of our showroom or our turntable area. So we went ahead and added 12 10,000 lumen rock lights. So there's one in each wheel well. There are 3 on the frame on each side of the vehicle, one to light up the kicker bars, one to light up the track bar bracket, and then the other to light up the traction bars here in the rear. And there's also one in the front to light up the cross member in the front, and then we also did one in the back of the vehicle as well. So that way the suspension is completely lit up, that white pops underneath of that truck, and it just ties this whole show truck build together. So all in all, this truck has 120,000 lumens all around this vehicle. It looks super clean, plus the wheel ring lights. So we'll definitely have to get you some B-roll action of those. The wheel rings themselves have 15 different settings, so you have strobe settings as well. And then the suspension, the rock lights under the vehicle also have 4 different settings for solid, and then you also have some strobing actions as well on those, and it's all done through an app on your phone for the rock lights. They are from Custom Unlimited. And they are actually a smooth install process, so we'll definitely be keeping them in mind for future builds that people want to add the rock lights to. And they also have the magnetic holders for the rock lights on the suspension themselves. So where the frame area is, they're actually installed here on the outer portion, which I could probably show you. Let me see. Right here somewhere. It actually can be moved around. It's got the magnetic here on the outer portion of it. So all you have to do is bring it back up, put it into the spot you need to be, and that bad boy's not going anywhere. So super, like I said before, super clean and easy install on this. For the ring lights, you have an applicator here in the dash. It's got the red button on there. You can continue to hit the red button, and that will bring up your 15 different settings. And then if you want to turn them off, all you have to do is hold down the button for about 3 seconds. and then the wheel rings do turn off. So I will go ahead and turn these off real quick. Perfect. Let's see what else we did. Oh, the tint on the outside, so you guys can see the driver passenger tint is at a 20% 3M film. This is the closest match to the rear of the vehicle. And then we also did the windshield at 35% with the 3M film as well. So that pretty much wraps up the build that we did for this customer. Like I said, we did a 7 to 9 inch McGaughys kit. It's got the powder coated suspension to match the outer portion of the vehicle with the black panels or the black plates all the way around. You have your 26x14 JTX Bandit and a gloss black and a gloss white powder coat. You have your 37, 1350, 26 Fury MT2 tires. Full color match all the way around on this vehicle. Your tint is done. The lighting is also done. Let me know what you guys think of this build. I know John is super excited to get this dually. He's getting it delivered today. So this customer is super excited. It was so much fun working with him and creating this build and keep adding stuff as we had the truck. So I hope John loves it as much as I do. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this build. Let me know if you like the wheels. Let me know if you like the lighting. If you guys have used Customs Unlimited for the lighting, let me know how you love it. And then check out all of our other dualies at KrietzAuto.com. If you have any questions about this build or if you want to do this to your dually, hit us up at 301-694-4642. Any of our aftermarket reps would be happy to help you, or you can visit us here at Frederick, Maryland at 400 Northeast Street. Talk to you guys later.